So before we talk about building a great multi-channel customer experience, let's talk about what a great experience is in the first place. So I want you to think about the last time you had a really great experience. Was it at a restaurant, a spa? Perhaps your next great experience will be at this IQ Metrics Summit. So I want to share with you a recent great experience that I had. Recently, my husband and I wanted to check out this newish popular restaurant in Vancouver, Gastown. So what we did is that we made a reservation on OpenTable.com. Those of you who don't know, OpenTable is a website where you can make reservations online at almost any restaurant. Going through the site was really usable and easy to make a reservation. A day before our actual reservation, I received a reminder of our upcoming date night on my mobile device. We go to the restaurant, and upon checking in with our hostess, she automatically seats us at the bar and gives us both a glass of Malbec. And she knows this based on my online profile and my preferences at OpenTable. The food is great, the drink is great, the bill not so great. And so after that restaurant experience, I received an email the next day from OpenTable saying, "How was your experience at L'Abattoir?" And by writing or rating a review, I was eligible to receive loyalty points that I can cash in for rewards. So, what exactly made this experience so great? It wasn't just about the experience in the actual restaurant. Throughout each touch point, everything from the before, the during, and the after made it a great experience. So before the restaurant, making the reservations online, getting a reminder. During, the service and food was great. And the after, having that opportunity to be rewarded for my loyalty and share that rating and review with my social channels and get rewarded even more. The experience was also a multi-channel one. So multi-channel in the sense that I used a website to make the reservation online. I got the reservation on my mobile device. And then after, I was able to share my experience through my social channels. And everything just made these channels, having it be a multi-channel experience, just made it more enjoyable and more convenient. So there are many different types of channels or touch points. In the wireless retail industry, the primary channel is in-store. However, you never know which channel your customer might go through, so you need to ensure that each channel is a great experience. 78% of consumers use 2 or more channels to browse, research, and make purchases. And customers like multi-channel experiences, so much so that they end up spending 82% more per transaction. And now I will hand it over to Tara to outline which channels we'll be specifically focusing on for today's presentation.
Thank you, Anne. So the channels that we're going to dive a bit deeper into today include in-store, online, social, and of course, mobile. So starting with in-store, some of the key goals: attract and assist. Some of the things you want to think about when you're thinking about how do I improve the in-store experience is what tools are you using to attract customers to your store in the first place. XQ Stream is an awesome app to pull customers into your store with streaming products, videos, promotions, and promotions that include QR codes. So really just content around current promotions that you're going to grab customers' attention and get them into your store. So another app that you can use to attract customers to your store is XQ AdPlay. And with AdPlay, you can show current promotions, videos, and sales that you have going on in your store to, again, pull people in. So another thing to consider for the in-store experience is what tools are you using to assist customers? 55% of retailers believe that their customers actually have better information than their retail staff. This shows a really prominent need to better equip retail sales staff and the stores with additional technology and information. And XQ really provides this as a sales aid for your retail staff. So rather than relying on memory for all kinds of product details around devices and accessories and rate plans, they can use Browse to walk customers through all of the product options. So another awesome feature that we heard about this morning, RQ on a tablet. And what this is really doing is it's streamlining the experience for customers from being able to build that basket order through Browse and then being able to check out through RQ4 on a tablet. So really bringing a convenience aspect for your customer, getting them in and out of the store quicker. So how do you bring the online experience into your physical space? 54% of web-savvy customers want to try a store that offers a combination of web-like and in-store experience, with 73% preferring a touchscreen virtual interface store. So especially our web-savvy customers are wanting this online experience merged with the in-store so that they have all that information that they could find online while also being able to touch and try the product. So here's a really cool example of how one retailer is merging the online and physical space. This is a Singapore-based mobile operator called Singtel, and the store's exterior glass walls have embedded interactive digital touchscreens in them, meaning that the store is effectively open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Another cool example of this, JCPenney stores also feature touchscreens outside of the store that allow customers to view the full online catalog, check inventory, share products with friends, and scan product barcodes to receive more information. So some tips to consider when creating a multi-channel experience when considering the in-store channel. Bring the online experience in-store to offer customers more information, convenience, and self-serve option. So now looking at the online channel. First of all, can customers find you online? Nearly 2/3 of US consumers use the internet to research consumer products online. But most are still buying online, especially with smartphones. While 52% of consumers would seek out information about smartphones on the web, only 23% could imagine themselves going online to purchase one. So again, customers still want that in-store experience. They want the interaction with your knowledgeable staff, and they want to be able to try out the product before buying. So you might be thinking customers might not be looking for me specifically on the web. They're just researching products, comparing prices, when in reality, 76% of all consumers say they have used a retailer's website specifically to research a potential product. So they're looking for you specifically online, while just 65% for online-only shoppers and 62% for manufacturer direct shoppers. So something to consider when tying the online and in-store experience together is that consistent and unified experience you're going to deliver to customers. So ensure you're delivering the same message, brand experience, and content on the web and in the store. And a good example of this, this is one of our clients who's having a sale on BlackBerry Torch. And you can see on their website, they've got the Torch listed as a sale item, $39.99. And then on Browse, again, it's tagged as a sale item, consistent price, $39.99. And then again, in the store, they're using AdPlay to communicate that sale to customers. So a few tips for creating a multi-channel experience online. First of all, being online is really important. So have a website and make it easy for customers to find you online. Another thing to consider is that you have mobile-friendly content, because a lot of times customers are going to be searching for your website on a smartphone. And then consistency of information. So whether they search your website, go to your store, find you online, they're going to be getting the same consistent information. And then just tying that online and in-store experience together. So now looking at social. Social is obviously one of the most influential and fastest growing channels today. And I'd like to share a video with you that just captures how much influence this channel has. When you have a great experience like the one Anne talked about, or when you have a really crappy experience, what's the first thing you do? You either tweet about it or you post it to Facebook. So looking at Twitter specifically, 53% of people on Twitter recommend companies or products in their tweets, with 48% of them delivering on their intention to buy the product. So what's an example of someone who's doing a good job of Twitter in our industry? Win Mobile is one of our clients, and they do a really excellent job with their Twitter account. They have a casual, easygoing, and friendly tone in their tweets, and they use a variety of content, including promotions, answering customer questions, and using Twitter to interact with customers on a one-to-one basis, which is really the most valuable aspect that Twitter offers, just being able to have those one-to-one conversations with your customer base. So looking at Facebook, Facebook is growing the most dramatically of any channel as a source of retail shopping traffic. And it's actually upped its contribution by 92% between August of 2010 and August 2011 in terms of the amount of traffic it's driving to retail sites. So Facebook is deemed to be the most effective social channel for retailers. The majority of consumers do follow at least 1 to 5 retailers on Facebook. So what kind of content are consumers looking for on Facebook? First of all, they want to know what sales you're having. They want to know if you have any coupons for them. And they want to know, if they're running any contests. Next, they just want to use Facebook to learn more about your products. And you can use that to really drive them into your stores. So again, Facebook, who's doing a good job of it in our industry? Jump.ca, another one of our clients, does a really awesome job of Facebook. They've got over 5,000 likes, and they use it for a variety of purposes, including recruitment. A lot of the target audience that they're looking for retail staff spend a lot of time on Facebook, so it's an awesome and free way to recruit staff. They're also using it to interact with their customers. So if customers have questions about a new device coming out, they can go to Jump's Facebook page, ask them about it, and what's really important here is that Jump's responding, and usually really quickly. And they're always posting fresh content, and that's another really important thing when managing a Facebook or Twitter account. So how is social affecting the physical space? Here's a really cool example of Levi's website. They've actually integrated the Facebook app into their website so that consumers can vote on their favorite products. And they use this feedback to decide what jeans to put on sale and what jeans to continue, what jeans to discontinue. So using social channels is a really great and inexpensive way to gather customer feedback. And then you can take that feedback and apply it to what inventory you're ordering, what you're offering in your store. Asking customers, what device are you going to get with your next upgrade? What's your favorite accessory for fall? Just any kinds of questions that are going to give you insight into what your customers are looking for. So tips for creating a multi-channel experience within that social channel. First of all, join the conversation. Create a Facebook and Twitter page, and have a really clear strategy in mind for what kinds of objectives you want to achieve with those channels. Whether it's recruiting staff or connecting with your customers, driving traffic to your store. And a lot of you might not think you have time to manage a Twitter and Facebook account. A really good idea is to look into hiring a journalism or marketing student at your local university or college to be your community manager. I'm going to pass it on to Anne, who will cover the mobile channel.
So the use of QR codes in the mobile channel is quickly on the rise and quite popular. Who knows what QR stands for? Yes? Anyone? Sai? I thought it was quick response, but. So QR codes. This is what a QR code looks like. And what QR codes do is really bridge that gap between the mobile and the physical space. And they're just really cool. The popularity of QR codes is definitely on the rise. There's plenty of stats to prove it. The second stat listed is especially impressive. In 2010, there was a 1,600% increase in mobile barcode scanning. And almost all users found QR codes useful. So the most important thing to remember when using QR codes is the context and the relevance of their use. So if you're going to make a customer go through all that effort to take out their phone, load up their reader, and snap that QR code with their camera, it better be worth it. The best way to use QR codes is to think of QR codes as being a gateway to an extension of more information. It's always great if they lead to an immediate call to action. For example, scan to enter contests, receive discounts, promotions, read or write certain reviews. Anything where there is some sort of payoff or incentive for the user. What doesn't work is that simply repeating that same content that's already contained in the original source. There's no real value for that for the user, so they won't really find it compelling. A great example of the use of QR codes, it's, what are they called? Home Plus. They have their Home Plus virtual stores, and Home Plus is actually the Korean brand of Tesco, and they recently launched a series of virtual stores on the subway platforms. So when customers were waiting for their subway train to arrive, they could actually go grocery shopping. I'm going to play that video for you.
South Korea is a unique market. Tesco has been evolving itself, adjusting to the local market. It even changed the name itself from Tesco to Home Plus. And at last, it grew to rank number 2 in Korea. But Tesco had to overcome one obstacle, a fewer number of stores compared to the number 1 company, E-Mart. Mission: could we become number 1 without increasing the number of stores? We made an in-depth study into Koreans once more. Koreans are the second most hardworking people in the world. For them, grocery shopping once a week is a dreaded task. So we decided to approach these busy and tired people. Idea: let the store come to the people. We created virtual stores, hoping to blend into people's everyday lives. Our first try was subway stations. Although virtual, the displays were exactly the same as actual stores, from the display to the merchandise. Only one thing was different. You use smartphones to shop. Scan the QR code with your phone, and the product automatically lands in your online cart. When the online purchase is done, it will be delivered to your door right after you get home. People can relax more after work and on weekends.
실제로 보면서 사니까 진짜 더 좋은 것 같아요. 편하기도 하고.
Result: people can shop at Tesco Home Plus wherever they go without having to visit the actual store. Moreover, we could change their waiting time to shopping time. After this campaign, online sales increased tremendously. Through this campaign, 10,287 consumers visited the online Home Plus mall using smartphones. The number of new registered members rose by 76%, and online sales increased 130%. Currently, Home Plus has become number 1 in the online market and is a very close second offline.
Pretty neat, hey? So in terms of QR codes and XQ, what you can do is use AdPlay to display digital posters and have your digital posters have QR codes on them. And with the digital posters, with QR codes within your store, it also allows the opportunity for you to potentially collect customer information regardless of whether or not they buy anything. So the next component of the mobile channel is location-based marketing. And we've seen a lot of interesting location-based mobile marketing these days, where by adding location-based component to your campaign, it dramatically increases the relevancy of the messages that your customers are getting. AT&T recently became the first wireless carrier in the US to offer a large-scale location-based mobile marketing program to consumers and advertisers. So what this means is that imagine if you were walking past your favorite Starbucks, and if you opted into this program, you would instantly get any type of free coffee or promotion that was happening at that moment. And they would use that to really draw you into their store and hopefully come back to that particular Starbucks. So the AT&T program was called Shop Alerts, and the program proved to be fairly successful, with 55 to 79% of consumers finding the location-based alerts appealing, and of that, 11 to 34% reported making purchases depending on the particular brand or the actual offer. Another campaign was launched by American Express. And what they did is that they launched 2 mobile apps which leveraged location-based marketing. So one was called Link Like Love, and the other one was called Go Social. So both of these apps integrated with Foursquare, and what you could do is that as a retailer, you could push custom promotions to your customers after they checked in via Foursquare. And even product searches are becoming location-based. So this is Google Local Product Availability, and this feature allows customers to see which products are in stock and how much they cost at participating retailers. So in terms of tips of creating a multi-channel experience within the mobile space, QR codes are really inexpensive and engaging way to connect to your customers. So think about the next time you want to do a promotion or a contest. You can have your digital poster or even print poster attach a QR code to that. You can even attach a QR code to your business card. And just think of it as being that QR code is that gateway to an extension of just more information. And it's also great to clearly label your QR codes so users aren't just doing a blind click. It really incentivizes them if they know what they're snapping into. And also, you don't need to create your own app to take advantage of location-based marketing. So think about the next time you want to do some sort of in-store contest or promotion. Why not use an existing app such as Foursquare, and each time a customer checks in, perhaps if they show that they're checked in to the salesperson, they receive 10% off, or whatever contest you choose to have. So in conclusion, just to wrap up here, there's different types of channels. You have your in-store channel, your online web channel, as well as your social and your mobile channels. And what you want to do is really look at the benefits of each channel and how you want to leverage the benefits of those to create a cohesive and great experience. At the end of the day, even though it's a multi-channel experience, it still has to be a great experience at its core. So don't just have a mobile app for the sake of having a mobile app. Don't have a Facebook or a Twitter page just because everyone else is doing it. Think about the whole entire experience from beginning, during, and end, and how you can really leverage all those different channels. Thank you very much.